Hello, friends. This is Sneha, and I am here today after a really long time, and I'm super excited to bring our weekly masterclasses back. I missed them, I definitely did, and there were so many things that were happening in the background that I couldn't do those calls in the last few months. But I'm really excited that I can do them now again, and I feel really thankful for me to be able to do that now. If you are watching this live, say hi, say hello, let me know that you're watching this live. If you are watching this as a replay, put in hashtag replay. If you are not seeing the group's post as often, make sure that you go to the notifications in your settings for the group and make sure that you check the correct button that is required in order for you to get the notifications when I go live here. You can also put it in your calendar that I will be going live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. EST only in this group, and all these lives are going to stay in the group, and I'm not going to be deleting them. So welcome here, and if I have not said hi to you personally, if I have not met you before, here I am, the admin of this group and host of this group, and I'm super excited to talk to you about everything that is prosperity, abundance, and wealth. I have a website called Shift to Prosperity, and a book, Stress Free Prosperity. And I love to talk about how we can reduce our stress in order to find prosperity in our daily life. And today's topic is about 4 steps to remove money blocks. So, what are money blocks? If you are watching this, say hi or put hashtag replay if you watch it later. So, what are money blocks? Money blocks are mental patterns. They could be mental, spiritual, or energetic, but they are patterns that exist in our life that stop us from achieving our fullest potential. So, money blocks are patterns that stop us from achieving our fullest potential. And when we start encountering money blocks, uh, we we start getting uh, upset, we start getting stuck in our lives, and we are unable to move forward in our path that we have chosen. And this could be entrepreneurial path, or it could be a path of leadership, or your regular job. So it has nothing to do with only entrepreneurs face this or only leaders face this. um, so today we're going to talk more about money blocks in the form of stories that we tell ourselves. So they're more on the mental plane and our practical plane, where we are aware, we are, or they are subconscious or unconsciously sitting in our um, brain somewhere. So we are going to talk about how to remove these money blocks in the form of stories or mental stories. The first step that we can the first step to remove these money blocks is to become aware. So awareness is the first step uh, to remove the money blocks. So awareness of stories. What are our stories? For example, we could have stories like, in the Jones family we don't take risks, or in the Theta family we don't do business, or something like wealthy people are not nice, or wealthy people have family issues, or if we have too much money then we might encounter danger, or I'm not good enough to charge money for my services. So we have all these thousands and thousands of stories, all different, all similar, all these patterns sitting in our brain, right? So becoming aware of what stories have we heard from our past, from our environment, from our parents, from our ancestors, becoming aware of what stories we have told ourselves because of our experiences is very important. Awareness is always the first step, awareness of our stories. Because if you're not aware that you have a story that is stopping you from reaching your fullest potential, then you are going to be stuck, right? But once you become aware, then you can do something about it to not get stuck. So the first step is awareness. if you are here watching, write awareness in the comments. Now, do you want to know the second step? All right, I'll give it to you. The second step is to uh, rewrite these stories, right? So if you say that you have a, for example, you say that in the Jones family, we don't take risks, that is my story. But you want to rewrite this. So how will you rewrite that? So you can write something like, in the Jones family, we have not taken many risks, but now I am willing to change this story. Or in the Theta family, we don't talk about money, but I am now willing to change this story. So once you are aware and willing, then you can take some steps towards changing your stories. But if you just write a new story and just write an old story and just write a new story, nothing is going to be uh, changing, right? So we have to come to our third step. But before that, first is acceptance, and second is willingness to change this story, right? Our third step is to start collecting evidences for our new story. So, for example, in the Jones family, we don't take any risks, was the awareness that we had, right? And our next step is that now I'm willing to take risks, even though in the Jones family, we usually don't take any risks, right? So now I have to collect an evidence that I am taking risk and I'm willing to take risk because I want to change my story. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very small risk, right? So for example, in the Jones family, we don't take risks. We all work in a very secure environment. But me as a person, I want to change this story and I want to start my own business. But it is very scary for me to start business, and it feels like it is a huge risk, right? So to start, for someone it might be a huge risk to start this new business because you are very secure wherever you are in your job. So what you will do as a small risk is maybe show yourself by doing a side hustle, right? Maybe there's an art that you like, that you can make something and sell, or you love writing, so maybe you will write a poetry and share it with the friends. You don't have to change anything that has happened before. You don't have to change um, your job. So you're not taking a huge risk by just quitting your job and now doing your hustle, because you take risks now, and you were not used to taking those risks. But you're going to show small evidences in small steps, so as to not scare your heart and your brain and your energy and put yourself into a very anxious mode, right? You're going to do it small, step by step process to change your story, and you're going to start collecting that evidence. So how will you do that is, for example, if you are somebody who doesn't take risks but you are really interested in exploring your creativity, then you slowly start creating something every single day in whatever area that you are creative in. So I give an example of poetry, that maybe you have always wanted to write, but you're not there yet where you want to just start making a living with your writing. But you're going to start like writing a little bit every single day, and every day you're going to collect that evidence that, oh, I took a risk, I wrote. The second day maybe you'll have a new risk that you took, you wrote something and you shared with one more person. The third day you shared with three people and wrote one more post or one more poem or one more blog, whatever it is, right? Or uh, that's an example of poetry, but it could be an example of anything, any damn thing that is there. So start collecting these small evidences in your life to shift your stories. And then the fourth step to change your money mindset is to then repeat this cycle for every story that you may have. So you may have stories like, we don't talk about money, um, but then slowly you start saying that, no, I'm ready, I'm willing to talk about money, I'm willing to bring that conversation in my relationship with my husband or with my parents, and I'm willing to talk about this aspect of money today, and maybe I'm going to talk about this aspect of money tomorrow. So being willing to change something automatically puts you in a higher plane to start manifesting and to start removing any blocks that you may have. So, willingness, awareness, and willingness, and then acceptance are all a path to remove your money blocks. I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let me know in the comments below if that helped you. I cannot see any comments right now, so if you are commenting, I will be able to see later, and then I will answer all your questions when I'm done with this live. For some reason, it's not showing me anything here. Um, but now, I wanted to also share with you a bonus tip. A bonus tip is that while you're collecting these evidences, it is important to have this extra accountability from somebody who is working on that path. What that does is that pushes you more further into taking risks, into changing money stories, into helping yourself explore new things. And I wanted to share an extremely easy way to do that. What I host is prosperity activation circles every month. What happens in these circles is we have a lot of conversations about prosperity. We have energetic and spiritual rituals that we do in order to increase our wealth and wealth conscious. And we read books together about prosperity and how to incorporate that in our daily lives. And then we also are starting an accountability mastermind starting on in September. So it's a lot of beautiful stuff that is happening in this membership. It has a lot of beautiful people in there who are heart centered, purposeful, passionate souls, entrepreneurial souls, who are excited and willing to be there for you if you are so willing to be with us. And this is starting at a very low price right now. It is at $29 only per month, and I am going to change it to about $67 in September because the value that I'm providing is really high. But if you are interested in getting in at this lower price, of course, you get meditations and sound baths. You get a whole lot of other things with it too, that you love about me and what I do. So it's going to be interesting, and I am super excited to invite you to these prosperity activation circles every month. And we meet at least 2 times, and then we have daily challenges. Right now, we are doing a 21-day money manifesting magic challenge where we are talking daily about money and changing our money mindset and manifesting money. So it's all, and we don't only talk about prosperity in the form of money, but you have read my book, Stress Free Prosperity. If not, I'm going to post a link. Uh, but according to me, when it comes to wealth, it has 9 different houses, right, of prosperity. So one is money. Wealth is an essential part of it, but there are 8 more topics that we talk about. So it's I'm really excited to invite all of you there, and I hope that today's masterclass helped you guys to shift a little bit and understand what money blocks are and how you can shift into prosperity by removing them. If you have any more questions, comments, please let me know, and I am here and happy to help and serve.